George Galloway has hit out at Remainers for pushing Project Fear warnings in the run-up to Brexit, branding them idiots at work. The former MP took to Twitter to remind his followers that not too long ago Remainers has said the UK may run out of medicines post-Brexit. But now, more than a year after Britain left the bloc and nearly 2 months after the transition period ended, the UK is surging ahead of Brussels on the COVID vaccine rollout. The Scotsman said staunch pro-Europeans had also claimed that the pound would plummet if the UK broke ties with the EU, something which did not happen. Mr. Galloway tweeted, "They said we'd run out of medicines. That the pound would crash and burn. That Dover would be impassable. #Brexit. When one man responded by pointing out that it was still early days in terms of Britain experiencing the effects of Brexit consequences, he simply responded, "Lol." Another Twitter user recalled how the predictions put forward by former Governor of the Bank of England, Mark Carney, had turned out to be wrong. The person said, "Spot on, George. Carney made around 7 or 8 big financial predictions, all of which proved wrong." Illuminati at work? Mr. Galloway said, "Idiots at work more like." In July 2016, just weeks after Britain's voted to leave the EU, Mr. Carney issued a dire Brexit warning. He said everyone should exercise prudence when buying as high levels of debt were likely to affect consumers. And he also expressed concerns about the property market, saying the prices of both commercial and domestic buildings could plummet. In 2018, the banking chief issued fresh Brexit warnings, saying Britons would be less well off if there was a no-deal exit. In early 2019, there was growing evidence that Britons had begun stockpiling drugs amid fears Brexit could bring about chronic shortages. On January 1, 2021, there were significant delays at Dover and other UK ports as officials and drivers grappled with the new post-Brexit rules. Some companies reported that their produce was delayed by up to 2 days coming in from Europe or heading out of the UK, but in the weeks that followed, many of the problems have dissipated, causing the waiting times to reduce for drivers. However, some exporters have warned the problems with paperwork and customs could be exacerbated in the summer when the flow of traffic through ports increases. Trade with Europe is expected to pick up in the summer if lockdowns are lifted and the demand for British goods on the continent increases.